From the Bob Mills Weather Center, the Oklahoma weather expert, Travis Meyer.
That just looked way too painful to me, but for some, apparently that works. All right, next storms are lining up. And again, we really ended, as we went through November, December, it just was so nice. We talked about that last night. We'll talk about it a little bit more again as we go through the next half hour. But we have storms starting to line up. There's one that's in the southwest right now, and then there's also an additional one that's coming in off the Pacific West, and then there's another one behind that. And so it's going to be getting interesting toward the end of the week because those storms still have to rotate around. Today's high temperatures ended up being very, very cold across a pretty big chunk of the area of the United States. And so the Great Lakes area and extending down through us. Dallas, which yesterday was well in the 60s, down in the 40s today. A lot of clouds kind of held them down a little bit. And even Mickey wasn't all that warm at 70. Of course, so many bowl games going on, and Phoenix only managed to get up to 63 today. We're watching the northern slopes of Alaska and also into northern Canada. There's some really cold air trying to spill over from Siberia and the North Pole, so we'll see what happens over the next few days. But high temperature today, high temperature in Barrow, Alaska. Point Barrow is minus 17, and so that's some of the coldest air we've seen in a while. And as we watch what's happening as we go through time now, we have that one system I was just pointing out that's just out into Arizona and western New Mexico. That'll be across our area tomorrow, really across Texas and southern Oklahoma as we go through tomorrow evening and overnight. That will pretty much leave us alone. Then the next system, the one I was pointing out that's on the west coast, or just off the west coast, that one will be coming through as we go through Friday. Mainly rain, but there is some rain-snow mixed from in the northern parts of our viewing area, maybe southeast Kansas. If you're watching from southeast Kansas, you have a rain-snow mix maybe for Friday night. That system will come through, and notice there's a little bit more of that blue magenta color right up there. And so we have in the next storm system, so there's the third storm system. That looks to be and appears to be the strongest system coming through. That one is going to wrap up with rain, and then it's going to wrap snow on the cold side, which is the north and west side. So there is a chance on Monday we'll get rain and then mixed with and change to snow. Somebody, if this low goes a little bit further south, will have a higher potential for a track of heavy snow in our viewing area. Right now it's primarily in Kansas where a foot of snow could occur, but we're going to have to watch as that continues to move to the northeast. It's still wrapping around some really cold air as we work our way through next week. And that's not really over with. As we go on into the weekend, right around the January 13th on Saturday and then into Sunday, there's some really cold air there as well. So what does it mean? Just means it's going to be cold. Yeah, pretty much. All right, temperature 23, wind chills 28 is temperature, 23 is the wind chill, and there's hardly any breeze, but it's really, really cold right now. The dew point's at 23, which means the air is very, very dry. Temperatures in the metro, as mentioned before, 20s, down to 23 right now in Pryor and Wagner. You guys are really chilly. Most of eastern Oklahoma, similar story, cold. So tonight will be fair and then becoming partly to mostly cloudy tomorrow morning. And temperatures will be in the 20s, obviously, because we're there right now, so we're not going to warm up overnight. And then during the afternoon, we're looking for a light south wind with mostly cloudy skies. A few breaks in the afternoon could get us a bump into the mid-40s. So it will be warmer tomorrow because that system and the rain is going to stay well to the south. By the time we work our way on into Tuesday night and Wednesday, we're a little bit warmer with a little bit of sunshine. And then on Thursday, we'll be in the 40s. So again, not bad. After that, here comes the rain and maybe some snow. All right, 28, and get us rolling tomorrow morning for those of you going back to work. 43 at noontime. Then a little bit of sun, hopefully, and temperatures getting a little bump into the mid to upper 40s. And our forecast right now is looking to be quite chilly to cold, and that cold rain on Friday, possibly a few flakes if you're north of Tulsa. And then the weekend is okay. And then next week, here comes the rain and maybe some snow ending it all on Tuesday. That's your 9-day planner. We'll be right back.